Okay, this is a quick review of DragonPack Audit and how to use it within your CST Cloud Suite. So, DragonPack Audit is built to work with Cloud Suite distribution and leverage its burst licensing to provide auditing information. All right, so at the end of the day, you're going to come in, you're going to click on your audit application, and it takes you right here. Works just the same as any burst integrated analytical solution. So within audit, we can look at orders, customers, purchases, transfers, and user security. All right, so if I click on orders, it's going to take me to the order page, and we are looking at changes to order headers and order lines. Okay, this isn't everything because it is specifically for a particular order. What was the change? What transproc made the change? When did that change occur? What's the new value? What's the old value? Who was it changed by? And what's the description? So if we want to look at a particular order, we're going to say order 500. We're going to filter there. And I know my data, so I'm going to get rid of my time filter. I can see that order 500 had number of changes, okay? It was changed by transaction process PV-OEE. It was changed on 9/25/2023. Approval went to H, that maybe hold from new, so that was the original before the record. The first value that it held was H. That was done by Victoria Christensen. And here's a description from the data dictionary on what that value is. So at the end of the day, I can see those changes, and we can see a cross header with the approver, customer PO, default warehouse, promise date, request, sales rep out, ship via, ship to, stage code, and total cost. So we can see a number of things, not everything, but as as our solution grows, DragonPack is a subscription, so you'll see more and more. Okay, so let's go back and we're going to check on, let's look at customers. An easy example that I believe everybody can relate to is if we think about who changed that credit limit. So this is ARSC records. I can see that Cindy's Electronics had a credit limit change on the 26th of February by Brian Negri from $0 to about $100,000, I think, if I'm counting my zeros properly. Okay, so it went from 0 to 100,000. I think that means just it had no credit limit, and then we put in a top level in there. If we want to see all credit limits, we just get rid of our time period, and we can see across all credit limits. We can select a particular customer, and then we're only going to see that customer's credit limits. So basically, we changed tracking auditing issues, and we've implemented and integrated them into a business intelligence solution. All right, so now back to another really cool feature is our security auditing. So to get security auditing, basically we're pulling PV Secure, PV User, and SASU from customer data out of the data lake, and we're integrating them into a single view so we can actually show you in a report all the underlying security that a user holds. So this includes some basic stuff about the user, but it also goes into the 1,300 functions that PV Secure covers, the trans process that may have been used to make those changes, which user or what user security change. So is this change in balances? Okay, right? And then what user this was for. So let's look at all of Ching Cooper's current rights, permissions, and we can see she's got AO, AP, APA, and guess what? She's got a security value of 5, meaning she can delete a whole lot of stuff. Okay, and if I want to see who all has AP, I can go in, I get rid of Ching, and now I can see all the people's AP security. All right, we got a whole lot of people with 5. I'm uncertain if that's a good deal or not, but there you go. You can see who changed it, okay? And if it's not the current record, you can also see when it started and when it stopped. So for example, if you want to see all the changes for any function, we can capture that. Okay, I know that CSD has some tables that do that, but they're limited to a certain number of changes, and I believe limited to a certain number of functions. But we actually review any function that comes into PV Secure and capture when it starts and when it stops. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is merely our auditing solution available in DragonPack. If you're interested, we're happy to load into your account, give your users a trial with their data, and we'll help you, if you're a CSD admin, have a bit of sense for what's been happening in your business rather than having to go to the data lake. Have a good day.